Hey guys, Daniel Master 87 here, and today on our underutilized perk series we will be looking at Deja Vu and Distressing. Now, Deja Vu, if you have no other information perks on your survivor, go ahead and use it, but otherwise this is probably one of the worst information perks you could possibly run, because here's all it does. I think at the beginning of the match and then after a generator's done, for 60 seconds, the auras of 3 generators, which are the closest to each other out of all the other ones in the map, are highlighted to you. And when that 60 seconds is up, their auras go away. If you're holding a map that tracks generators, the Deja Vu generators are added to the map. That second part never really comes into play, I don't think. But basically the only upside to running a perk like this is, one, you're a new player and you have no clue how to find the gens. Well, you can just see their auras with this and find them, even though you can easily find them without it, but new players just find it so hard, apparently, to find generators. The other thing is you can use it to potentially stop 3 gens from happening. Because the perk says that 3 generators which are in close proximity to one another, it basically means, like, if you do one of those 3 gens, then if you do get 3 gen, it's not going to be as bad, and if you do one of those gens, when the second Deja Vu activates, you're gonna not get 3 gen, or it's gonna be less punishing when you do get a 3 gen. So on and so forth until all the gens get done. Or if you come to a 3 gen situation. This perk, people praise it for being a good anti-3 gen perk. For that reason, I think you should just use your head instead and do the gens in the middle of the map so you can split it, and then you just win that way and don't have to deal with a 3 gen, but many survivors find that a very daunting task. So I'm gonna get into some matches and see how this perk works out. That's bad, we all spawned together. Okay, those 2 gens are close, and so is this one. So let's do this one. I don't think I did a correct ruin check right there. You gotta let go of the gen for a full second nowadays, you can't just tap it. Somehow I knew that since we didn't see the killer at the very start, that it was gonna be a Myers, and I was right. Someone who's still working on that gen up there just gave him that stock. We need to get rid of that gen eventually, though. He does not have ruin. That's always unfortunate when you could have a pretty good start with 2 people on a gen, prove thyself, yada yada. But the killer somehow goes exactly to the gen he needs to. And this guy's wasting a massive amount of time for us now. The pressure's massively on us, I can sense. Because this guy wasn't doing anything. And this Myers somehow already got a tier 3 going. It's very unlikely that he has infinite tier 3 or tombstone already. Like, I would be floored if he had that already. He's gonna try to stop us, maybe. No, he just doesn't care. Back to that gen, then. He's in tier 3 already, so we're not gonna be giving him stock or anything. I'm not talking about the stock market, I'm talking about Myers stock. Okay, those two gens and that gen are far apart. So, let's do this one. It's at a jungle gym. Pretty safe to go for. I don't know why I'm still gen tapping the test for ruin. I hope someone gets that guy off hook. The Jeff was clearly at the main building, so we shouldn't be far from there. And the David was pretty close too. Try not to 4%, please. I can't believe he just did that. He let her go to second stage, gave Myers the tier 3, got insta-down, and still didn't get the guy off hook. We're not out of it yet, though. We'll be down to 2 gens when I'm done with mine. 1 if that other guy's working on a gen. That guy needs to stop 4%ing or we're gonna lose this game right now. Yeah. He might be rage quitting. So that one over there might be our next target. If we freaking make it that far in this game. Is the Myers camping or something? Yeah. That David did something really stupid into a really stupid play into another really stupid play. We were set to win this game, now it's gonna be like super hard. Maybe not though. This map's gens are the most split I've ever seen. Spine chill. How did he do that? How did he freaking do that? His stock was 99 again already. And he knew that I was there. I've got to check what add-ons and perk this guy brought, because that seems super freaking suspicious. That's at least 30 seconds of tier 3's got, maybe even 60 or 45 or something like that. This guy needs to slow down his approach. He's about to give him a free hook trade. What the heck was that all about? I tried to take the hit for you. Oh. That was a rip-off. He clearly should have assumed that I would have. He did swing for the window, but he somehow went past it too. Alright, I'm gonna be right on the hook so that I can be T-save. He should be picking me up. No, don't 4% yet. Why is he not freaking picking me up? Like he respects DS that much at this point, like we're gonna win from me DSing him. Boo. Freaking lame game. We were set up to win there and then they freaking threw the match. We also failed like 6%. No, 4%. This guy needs to end the game. There was a hidden offering. I wonder if it's a yellow Mori. Can you just hook me? My DS has run out, if you didn't know. I'm not even gonna wiggle. That was such a sad sack of crap, that match. This map is so favorable for us. That Jin spread was godlike. That David didn't have to push that freaking hook and then get hooked himself right next to the guy. That's what really killed us there. Again, Myers is like one of the weakest killers in the game, but he is such a freaking crutch killer when he gets like the highest kind of RNG that he can get. Okay, so this killer somehow literally saw me go behind the wall, and either he saw me go behind the wall, which I don't even know how that happened because I couldn't see him, so how could he see me? Or he just preemptively bamboozled it and assumed that I was there and popped his tier 3 already somehow and hit me. Freaking hate losing to Myers and killers like this because they're so low tier. Like, how did we even get in such a poor position? Nemesis, and of course he gets the skill check and the ruin regression. Gotta turn my volume up slightly. I don't know how I just sit my headphones down and it somehow turns the dial or something. Looking for the ruin totem because I have zero confidence in my teammates' ability to find it. We've seen several spots so far when it could have spawned and it didn't. There it is. These totems are in the most obvious freaking spots ever. It's just that they're far away sometimes, in like areas where there's no gens. That's the only saving grace of these spawns. So, 1, 2... Where's the third gen? 2 gens. Why am I not thing? Why is there no third gen aura? Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I'll use my medkit on you. Not like I got to use it last time. This zombie really has to do this right now. Let's move. Stop. It's not gonna let us do this gen either. I don't want to use the jungle gen freaking palette either. This is wasting so much time, but I'm trying to draw him away from the gym. I've got to run this nemesis or something. Why is he doing that? You better hope she has DS or something. Tinker on that Jin, maybe. How did he tinker all the way to me? That should give me a huge lead. Into another jungle gym. Which is right next to Shack, by the way. Oh, the killer ended up PCing. So we had 3 DCs for some reason. And then me and this guy actually wrote out the match. Like men. Unsportsmanlike, all of you. Even though these reports don't matter because you didn't fill out the full ticket. He needs to be using up the add-ons that are about to be nerfed on Nemesis. I never heard him go into tier 2, did I? But it seemed like he was able to break the pallets with his whip. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. We got Haddonfield. Nothing could possibly go wrong for us on this map, right? Seems like, the killer's behind me. This is the Jin we want, though. Of course. Now we hold forward to waste this time. And we have 0 pallets to use here. Probably didn't need to vault that. No pallet there either. There's another pallet. Drop it to be safe. And now we get the super safe loot. You can't fast vault that window anymore, I guess. He's still on us. I can see you. He's trying to use that tree to block my side, I guess. Bad play. Does this guy even know how to play Legion, or he just bought the skin because it looks cool and started playing with that character? Nope, not quite. Oh my god, Bill. I sandbagged him. Why would you... I could have kept running him for so long. You didn't need to do that. And he just gave him a free down there when I could have been chasing him forever. Okay, that gin. Where's the third one? He knows. Invisible wall that goes up to the freaking sky. I did not want to go in basement, but thankfully he didn't put us there anyway. These gens should be done, by the way. The freaking chase I gave him. That build just kind of threw the game there by body blocking me for no reason. So 1, 2... Okay, I've got to find out why this perk's doing this. I might put it in the comments of this video or something. Because these... There should be 3 generator auras, I'm saying, unless I read the perk description wrong. I'd like to ask around on the forums, but you know, I'm banned for like half a month still or something stupid. Free hook trade or free grab, that's what she's gonna give him here. Y'all should have come sooner. That would have been it. Oh, come on now. I am gonna bleed out, but you know. Waste as much of his time as I can. Still have dead hard. I'll start recovering. He saw you. He clearly saw her, right? Like, why did she wait so long to run when he came her way? I was pretty lucky. She's gonna get downed anyway because she dead hard to the worst possible spot. And now my DS's are run out. And they still didn't come to get me. Why'd he stop running? Oh, you're gonna get slugged near me. I don't think he was tracking me. I think he brought him straight to my freaking body. Oh, and that's me dying, by the way, because they let me get 2 hooked. Normally, you have to try really hard to actually get mad at Survivor, whether you win or lose. Or your teammates have to try really hard to make you mad, and they've pretty much done that here. I didn't get to use my med kit at all, and they 2-hooked me, and I was willing to take a protection hit for them with DS, and they freaking wasted it. And they're healing against Legion. And they haven't got all the gens done for how long. This guy's just been waiting around this one area this entire game. It's just freaking sad that I'm put with people of this caliber so consistently. The MMR system is a failure. Because now he knows where they are. He ran straight into him. He's gonna break that pallet instantly. And then he's gonna find your friend, because you gave him that hit. This guy acts like he can hide against Legion. And he somehow did. This guy hasn't taken a chase the entire freaking time. Did I just see a pallet where he was? I swear I just saw a pallet. I freaking ran in this area earlier. There were no pallets. And then this guy just lets this person get too hooked. How to throw a game 101. On that insanely long chase I took this freaking killer on, he lost nothing from that. He's gonna win. He's going to win. By a landslide. And we had 2 prove thyself dead hards, and we still couldn't. Then this guy get the hatch. That's why the hatch is a terrible mechanic. It only lets people escape when they freaking don't deserve it. That's the only way you can escape through it, because it's an insanely cheap mechanic of you just escaping because you happen to be the last survivor. And the killer had no ad, ruin. People who still freaking run ruin drives me nuts. I could never dream of getting away with running ruin in this meta. These guys get away with it all the time though. Alright, I did a quick look up and it says something like Deja Vu only shows 2 of the last 3 generators. And maybe the other generators after the first 3. I thought I read this perk description as well as I could, but apparently not. But this is a garbage perk. You freaking use it supposedly to stop 3 gens from happening. All that's gonna happen if you do it like that is you're gonna split the gens way more than you even need. Like instead of there being 2 gens to one side and 1 gen on another, you're gonna have 3 separate gens. But either way you would have won anyway. So there's no point. Terrible perk. Distressing. I know I said once upon a time that I wouldn't even give this perk its own video because people freaking, like at lower level, people use it all the time because they don't understand that your terror radius and more blood points, having a bigger terror radius and having more blood points isn't even that great. And then in the mid-tier, people will be using it in skill check builds, which is what I'm going to be attempting here. And then at high level, it sees basically 0 play, because you would just use agitation for the extra movement speed, and the bigger terror radius for whatever you're trying to do. Whereas this is just bigger terror radius. And it's more blood points, but this is one of those perks, like Thrill of the Hunt, I believe, and Beast of Prey and stuff like that, where it gives you more blood points in a certain category, but once you hit that cap, you don't get any more blood points than that. So it's just going to make you hit your cap faster. And if you play well as killer, you're probably going to hit those point caps anyway. But yeah, Distressing. The only character I can really see this being useful on is Doctor right here, because his static blast makes the radius... No. His terror radius being bigger makes his static blast radius be bigger. And that's basically the synergy that the perk has with this power. And I'm just going to be using these add-ons right here. I'm going to get into a match and see how Distressing works out. This could be a pretty good map for this build. I just need to see where everyone is spawned and then static blast them. No, I don't want a static blast. No, I do. There we go, big value. Weaker pallet here. Okay, that was kind of screwed up, the way I wasn't able to hit him there. But we hit him now. So it's fine. The ace just could have given him that body block and he didn't. Somehow he's already that far just from holding forward. If I was using one of those doctor add-ons that increased my terror radius, then it would be like, sure, go for it with the holding onto your static blast. But I don't have that one. I don't have it equipped. I totally have it in my inventory though. I just didn't want to use it for this video, because it would be skewing the results of just using Distressing. Let's go to main building to do this. We got like everyone with that. Magic disappearing scratch marks, love it. A boon's down. Gotta commit to downs now. Get off my gin. She went through me. If she had dead hard, she would have made it out of that. She's still on this gym? No. Two boons. I knew you were here. See how I have to swing like my whole camera around just to hit him when he tries to spin me. This thing stole my scratch marks. He almost got away because of it. He wants to hold forward to the stronger loop. The heck was that? This better not deny me this hit. I swear to God if it did. It's weird how survivors can just twitch and you'll miss your freaking hit, but hitting right on them will somehow not hit them a lot of the time. She's tier 3 now. It almost let him drop that pallet. She's in tier 3 and was trying to pick him up. Where is he? There's no hook in this corner, that's why he's crawling there. Wow, and they got the freaking thing in the middle done. Which pretty much means GG. Roll back. That should have been my hit. I'll wait for them to pick up the ace and then down them again. That middle gen was like barely on anything. and they somehow finished it in the few, like, I don't know, 60 seconds that I was away from it. They're just gonna leave that ace slugged on the ground. I think I'm just gonna slug the ace to death. I can't afford to hook him 3 times. Waste the pallet. He's freaking healed already. Are you kidding me? I can't even tell where he is. They were somehow able to pick him up and then run away. It's stupid that you can't even catch a survivor at this small of a freaking pallet loop. She moved as if she wanted to slide over, like she doesn't know that his shock stops you from sliding over. And they just try to spin you. There's no skill, but it just works like half the freaking time. Because if they were facing a PC killer and they tried that crap, they'd be freaking dead every time. No, because it's console and it's a PC game being ported to freaking console and the controls aren't that greatly transferred over, then that's what you get. You gotta be kidding me, right? You gotta be kidding me. How did I not hit her? It's like they can start freaking running before their sliding animation is even completed. Like, look at that. I can't even hit her when I freaking react perfectly. That's why I didn't bother swinging. All that for 1 hit. And now I gotta commit to this when it's the worst decision I could possibly make. Because if I don't, then she heals with a boon straight away. Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding? What was that? 3 adrenalines? Yeah, I'm calling it now. This was an unwinnable match. I don't have no way out, I don't have no ed, I have nothing now. He slow vaulted it just to be him. Because there's no way he's not making it out of this match at this point. No freaking way that he dies here. He's wasting so much time that they're gonna have the exit gates all done. I don't even know if he has Dead Hard, which is another second chance. Just slug him to death. If I hook him, he gets out. Open it. We can push one out. Can you please get out? What the heck was that? Okay. It's up to you, David. That made it very easy for me. I need his location again. I didn't see where his sound bubble was. Did y'all? He's still up there. We've got him now. Basement here? It is not. Here's good though. Yeah, they just ran out. Super not fun match, and it all happened because they did that middle gen. So my big terror radius and small skill checks didn't matter. Because it was in a bad spot. And they easily could have got 4 people out, by the way. They just let me push them out instead of running away. Because I downed them and hooked them once. What's the worst that could freaking happen to them? They pick the ace up while I'm doing that. They hook rush later to get the guy hooked off hook, and they all get out. It was their game to lose, and they decided to gift me 1 kill. How fulfilling for me. Another big map with many god palettes. Let's see how this build works this time. Break these instantly because I've been told by very credible sources, survivors, that if you break those at the beginning of the match, the main building becomes the killer's domain and not the survivors. Which is clearly logical. And is totally true. She even tried to do a wiggle against me instantly. It's like they freaking know that I'm a console killer. Crazy that you can get a fast vault from that angle. I kind of disagree with that. I was chasing the lorry, then I found this guy instead. Barely got that. We want to find the lorry again before she can heal up. I found the OP boon spot here. Have to walk all the way up just to snuff it, which gave him time to run. Lori's freaking healed already. I am so screwed. Oh, that's healed already. I'm gonna perform very poorly this match. Because I don't have deadlock and I don't have no-ed. Freaking serious. Like, they can commit so hard to baiting you that if it fails, they'll obviously get hit. But if you fall for it, then it's just, oh, I can keep running at full speed even though I completely derailed my own movement there. He's gonna slide over this time, or... yeah, and couldn't catch him. If I had swung there, it wouldn't have landed. What was that? Bloodlust 2 for 1 hit? Of course, she drops it from the correct side. If I had doubled back, she was down. So she just got lucky on that one. I stood back. Did you freaking see that? I've gotta not let go of her. Wow, freaking... It looks like they're going for a body block, right? And then they have sprint burst. Freaking stupid. How that perk lets you play. And then she didn't go for the vault. Can I make any right reads? Can these guys make any wrong reads? Clearly got sandbagged, but she got away anyway. And if she had that hard, she would have made it again. To safety. Freaking for the people. And then I got robbed. One down. We might have to go for a slug here. She just ran away from the pallet. Tried to exploit, didn't work. There she is. I had to down her, then find the other guy. I can't catch up to him. I can't freaking do it. She ran way too far away. That screwed up my whole plan of slugging. This freaking Jin's on 99. It's like they're leaving it because they're already planning a freaking Jin split. Static blast again. All three of them are here. We need the Meg. Is there a pallet here? There is not. Out of my way. Just took her. We can't slug at this point, there's two healed people. Just use the agitation for movement. You just let that guy hit second stage. Do I still not get this hit even though she messed up on her movement? I still don't get it. Complete rip-off right there. My shot clearly got her. This Jin gets tapped. We know that the Lori doesn't have DS. Although she wasn't the one who tapped it, so maybe she still does. And she's the obsession, so she's the most likely to have DS. Boom, down. I sincerely hope she doesn't have freaking DS. Why would you run away so hard if you had freaking DS? So stupid. But hey, the map's not split anymore. She had Dead Hard this whole time and didn't use it. This is who I'm losing to. No, you don't get away with that one. You've gotten away with literally everything else, though. And now there's some kind of exploit or something she's using where I can't pick her up. Basement. That's our play. See how much slower they freaking heal when the boons are down? You're telling me they don't significantly impact the game? Get the heck out of here. I need them to not do that gen, not do this gen. And then the other two I can't even really defend. Instant boon snuff. What did it cost them? Probably nothing. Do we get that? It gave her the vault because she pressed the button before I did that. Just one of them. They don't get that guy before he goes to second stage, right? Those were my own footsteps. I think I thought I heard someone else's. He's just gonna hook trade for no reason, because he can get away with it. I got that in time and it didn't even shock him. Please don't have DS. Okay. One down and then we get the hook on the Felix. You're going on first hook, you're going on last hook. I was so afraid that we were gonna get her before she hit second stage. Someone vaulted something. Both of them are there. The injured guy's here. Free down. We'll use our movement speed from agitation to get closer to the basement, and this is as close as we can get with that. Do that even though it might not mean anything. She's gonna get him right before he hits second stage. Both in tier 3. She's missing skill checks. She tried to dead hard that, I think. Now they're done. I was waiting for that dead hard. He still had DS, even though I just downed somebody else. He's in tier 3 dough. He can't pick her up. Why do I keep saying dough instead of though? Of course. That was so difficult. You have to play really well and camp and tunnel as killer to freaking beat the survivors. Just playing well is not good enough. Though, to be fair, you could call camping and tunneling playing well. Because you have to know, like, okay, they're gonna rush the gens anyway, I'm just gonna camp this guy, so that maybe I get 2 hook states from that one hook instead of just one. Celebratory static blast. Hit the main building because I hate it. It was pretty fun in retrospect. Well played from both sides. They were trying freaking crazy survive with French shenanigans though. For the People and Soul Guard and Boon Exponential and Dead Hard and all that annoying stuff. Some guy even had Technician because you can just afford to run perks like that at this level. As long as you've got your other coordinated survive with friends and meta perks, you can afford to run one of these every now and then. You couldn't have picked a worse map for me for the freaking fighting spirit I have now. I switched to his best add-ons because I do not intend to start losing now. Dwight ran straight at me, so he's either newbie or he's just that confident. Okay, good. I was hoping he'd get stuck and not be able to vault that, but that result was fine too. Why does he not have this shock delay reduction by default? I gotta make a video on that soon where, like, my idea for buffing killers is basically just take something that's decent on them, make it base kit, and then usually, because there's usually several iterations of that type of add-on, that frees up more add-on slots. Which we can use to make stronger and more creative add-ons. We just got Dwight with that. Screwed up. Why the heck did it throw me back down the stairs like that? He screwed up his dead hard and I still didn't get him. Now that Dwight's gonna save. We can probably one hook her at this point. Waiting for my static blast to come back. There. Let's get the hook trade then, because she's just going to be able to unhook her anyway. BT. It sounded like she ran upstairs. The sounds were confusing. They'll probably survive with friends the way they're all grouping up to heal every time. Like every time. Yeah, I'm getting free shocks on you though, because you're doing that. Now you're in tier 3. I'm waiting for you. Well, it hit her, so I got nothing. Kinda want this clicky guy so he can't, this is screwed up. They don't even care that they're in tier 3. These two gens are close together, might as well chase here. Because we've got some gen pressure. She knew I was going that way, so she started running the other way. I hate how these freaking fences are so long sometimes. That they do that to you. I can barely hear her, dude. I'm still freaking going. I'm getting freaking nothing for my terror radius because I'm forced to play this way. Shock now, there's no point in going to House of Pain. Oh, sure. Go for Jill again and hope she doesn't have DS. And they're freaking running already. They get so far when you just leave them for like a second. Look at that. It's like they're using subtle speed hacks on me. We can't get them this. It's so freaking annoying that you can't hear them half the time. I couldn't even hear where that guy went. Brute force this loop. Our freaking anti-loop isn't gonna do anything. Don't even bother breaking it. I don't know how he got that blind on us. Just him. You're dead. Finally a somewhat unlucky generation of this side of the map for the survivors. Here we go, looping the freaking fence. Oh my god. We're gonna need bloodlust. It's one freaking wall. And they get to loop it that long. You messed up. There's no stopping me. Free hit for no reason. You can't block it again. She tried to dead hard there. That almost worked. I swung at him prematurely because I thought that freaking pallet was there. He was like running in me. Yeah, I knew it. That's his first hook. I swear to God, they're always able to anticipate like the exact right moment they need to do that. He gets it, doesn't he? Yeah. You preemptively shock they get to the freaking thing they need to get to anyway. It's a stupid thing with Doctor. You need to do everything like super preemptively and then it doesn't work half the time because they've already pressed the button. This pallet's bullcrap, so I'm not even gonna try to loop it. We only hit him there. Well, I knew to wait there, but I was coming around. There's a pallet here. I don't know why it jiggled me on that bench right there. Somehow he perfectly did that. He can't flashlight me because he's in tier 3. Which begs the question, why are they able to drop pallets and stuff, but you know. We knew he was dropping that, we're just trying to put pressure on him at this point. He was trying to think 2 steps ahead of me when I was only thinking 1. They're up there. They're both up there. That's such a bad play, and she freaking got a huge payoff. Yeah, you unhooked yourself. That's what the game said. Why was he able to go through me there? And did he have adrenaline or something I didn't notice? Why was he able to take another hit? He just got unhooked, didn't he? She's opening that. He's gonna try and open the other thing. There's no way I get more than 2 at this point. I mean, they've got the timer on them now. But... would be adventurous and try to go for one of them, but what would end up happening is I would just lose this guy and then they all 3 get out. She's in tier 3. Sorry, that's how I had to play it. Which you guys pretty much made me do. Shock her one more time before she gets out. So that was distressing. And as you could tell, even with its best build, the unnerving presence build, although maybe you could argue the starstruck build, but you would just run agitation, not distressing, when you're doing that build. The perk doesn't even do that well. If you're like a noob or something who has a hard time getting all 8,000 points of your deviousness category, and survivors at your level are stupid and they'll let you get away with running perks like this, go ahead and run it. But at high level you will never see this be played, and if you freaking play it, then you are going to lose your matches a lot of the time. We had decent results with it, but you know, no ed or something in place of this perk right here would have been much more preferable. This is a pretty bad perk. So this is Daniel Master 87 signing out.